Hello and welcome to the second round of the ANSCAR Truck Series this week, coming to you from Rockingham. You can see here, great start there from Matt Danson, who took the pole, being followed by Mike Brown in the number 11 truck. Tim Dawes there, following through, just hanging on to the back of the lead pack there. Brown was very, very quick early and gave Danson a very hard time in the early laps. Jonathan Mose was hit a bit of trouble early on. And spent a lengthy time in the pits as a result of that incident there. You can also see Maxfield and Jason Nicholas coming together there, also involving Dawes and eventually involving Danson as well, starting what would be the first of many comeback drives for him throughout the race, dropping to the back of the field with some repairs there. AL did manage to get back on track, however, and Tim Dawes managed to get himself fixed up, and Matt Danson following him along back up through the field. And you can see there that Jason Nicholas also managed to get out, and you see him there battling with Dwayne Preece, who had a solid run. Danson again getting involved with Mirko Doutnak there. It was a bit of a messy night for him, and Dwayne Preece, one of many to rub the wall, and unfortunately tagged V91 Darren Brumfield there as well, but they both were able to resume, as you can see here. Butler was able to pressure Mike Brown up there in the lead early on, and he stayed running in the top three throughout the evening. Mike Brown did manage to hold on to a lead through most of the event, however, but he did find challenges coming from just about everywhere. You see Maxfield here having another little moment there. Very difficult track, Rockingham, a lot of bumps, and very difficult to stay off that outside wall. So unsurprisingly, we did see a few guys tagging that wall and getting loose, and unfortunately in a couple of cases some other trucks got involved with them, but in this case here you just see him spinning quite harmlessly down to the bottom. Mirko Doutnak was able to continue as Matt Danson continued with his recovery drive, just rounding up Scott Butler there, and he proceeded to go forward and begin to put some pressure upon Mike Brown, who built quite a nice lead out by this point. Jonathan Mose making contact with the wall for a second time. I think much more severe damage sustained this time than in the first one, and when the pace car finally went in, it was Mike Brown getting the jump again from Butler, and you saw Tim Dawes and Matt Danson dropping to the rear, being the only ones in the field to actually take tyres. That would pay off for the pair of them later on in the event. Scott Butler there just making his way past some lap traffic, trying to keep the pressure on Mike Brown, who once again was able to resume a lead. And you can see Matt Danson working his way back through the field here on those fresh tyres, just trying to catch up with the leaders, being him and Tim Dawes being the only two on those fresh rubber. You see there Nicholas Shiles just having a bit of a rough ending to his race, as he's collided the wall and actually damaged his engine quite substantially there as well. Butler and Brown did have a little bit of a race on there at the last restart, with Matt Danson following through. Danson carrying those fresh tyres and plenty of pace, just pressuring Butler there as Mike Brown makes the most of it, gets out to a lead. As you can see, Danson did manage to clear Butler and was putting a fair amount of pressure on that number 11 Silverado as the race came to a close. But Mike Brown did hold on for a well-deserved victory, with Matt Danson recovering to second and Scott Butler taking third, obviously last week's winner. He's having a very consistent start to the season, so I think all three of those guys will be very pleased with their performance. That's it from the second round of the ANSCAR Truck Series. We will see you next week.